This is a special presentation of Tiger Sports on Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 and 101.9 FM.
Alamo Sports and Talk 1230 19. Welcome to Oregon Mountain High School here in Las Cruces as the Alamogordo Tigers and the Oregon Knights get ready to face off in a District 3 5A matchup. I'm Charles Winnicky. Thanks for tuning in as, wow, just looked up and saw the full band section for Oregon Mountain. They have, I think, their entire band here. Usually the Alamogordo's got their the pet band that they do, but Oregon Mountain, I think that's their whole band. I don't know. Some of these bands around the state are monstrous, but they are, I don't know, I'd say about a quarter of the crowd here, to be honest. It is definitely a big group for sure. Anyway, sorry, I got distracted. Both teams are on the floor warming up. We're going to start right on time tonight. The JV game finished up a little bit early, not a good result for the Tigers. They fell. I think it was 69-19 was the final. I didn't get here in time to let you know what happened with the C team game, but they had their one earlier on tonight as well, and now we're on to varsity. Alamogordo coming off a hard-fought loss the other night against Centennial. We're within one or two possessions pretty much the entire game, but just couldn't quite make that leap to take the lead, and Centennial got a nice road win over the Tigers. Oregon Mountain has certainly appeared to be the team to beat in district in this year. Certainly when you look at the rankings, they're the only team that's in the top 10. They're the only team that's in the top 15. If we're being completely honest, at least when it comes to the match preps, coaches all they're the only ones at the top. And of course, Oregon Mountain was a state title contender last year. They may not be quite as strong as they were last season, but they're still very, very good. It's going to take a lot for Alamo to come in here and get a victory tonight. They're certainly going to have to play one of their best games of the season, if not their best game of the season, if they want to get out here with the victory. Oregon Mountain will press you on. This is a little different group from a standpoint. You have a different coach at the head of it. Rocky Gonzalez no longer here. Coach McBroom is the head coach. I believe he came from Portales. And but you still have a lot of the same talent. I would imagine as a coach, and you come into a new situation like that, you probably don't change up a bunch. And I got to see a little bit of them when they came over to the Alamogordo round robin tournament at the beginning of the month. And they're strong with their guards. They're definitely going to make you think quickly, offensively and defensively. Tigers have really got to have their smarts in terms of working the press and getting into the front court without turning the ball over. Turnovers are going to be a key part of this game, and the big thing for Alamogordo is to not commit them more than anything else. And don't help. That's what I'm saying. Don't help the other team beat you. Try to, make them obviously do the right things when they've got the ball in the half court. Don't give them easy shots on the other side. So that's going to be, I think, more than anything. Coming out of the game on Monday, rebounding, I think, is really important for Alamogordo. One thing that they're going to miss tonight, no Antoine Herrera-Hamilton. He's, I feel like, their defensive star. He is such a disruptor out on the floor. But he is in street clothes tonight and won't be playing in this evening's matchup. But I think Tigers have pretty much everybody else that you would expect that's going to get minutes tonight, getting ready for tonight's game. But Antoine is certainly hurts the rotation. For somebody that starts most games and plays significant minutes, somebody else is going to have to step up and play well tonight. And I think for his spot, you look at guys like probably Bryson Bloom. I think who coming off the bench would be the ones that we would look at. Isaiah Richards can certainly be that guy as well, that, again, that disruptor player. I think it gives an opportunity for either Isaiah or maybe Will to, play more minutes tonight. It certainly could be. So we'll see or if it's somebody else like Brody Lane or Josh Reynolds or, I'm trying to think of somebody else that should be throwing into that mix there, but I'm sure there's maybe one or two others that we'll see this evening with no Antoine in the lineup. The Knights warming up over on the far side of the court. We're kind of on an angle. We're directly across from the Oregon Mountain bench. And the scores table, Tigers are over and to our left from us. They're got the band literally right behind them, which I'm sure was certainly plan that you like to put your student sections and bands in those particular spots. I mean, that's like having a full student section right there. They actually have, I think, the student section proper here right behind the Oregon Mountain bench. At least that seems to be roped off there. So anyhow, we're going to take our first break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Hey, we're back on the radio and everything else tonight. So wherever you like to listen to us at, 1230 AM, 101.9 FM, the Alamo Sports YouTube channel. You can find us on alamosportsandtalk.com, the Exciter Media app on your phone or tablet, or you can also listen to us on your smart speaker, your Alexa device, by saying enable Alamo Sports Talk. We'll return here to Las Cruces and Oregon Mountain High School. The Tigers and the Knights getting ready to tip off here in about 10 minutes.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Manage your money with confidence. This is Jim Heaton from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with ACH options and a variety of loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner Circle.
1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the games!
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA. Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show. Thanks for tuning in with us on a Thursday night as District 3-5A action continues. The Alamogordo Tigers and the Oregon Mountain Knights. Both teams continue their warm-ups. Let's go ahead and look at this Oregon Mountain team and where they sit as we are one game into district for everybody after the Monday action across the area. Alamogordo, of course, lost to Centennial. 54-44 was the final score there. Oregon Mountain 12-5 on the season. They picked up a win over Gadsden 86-33. Their wins this year, we go back to December. They didn't start their season until December 6th. They, I think, were in Albuquerque. Played Del Norte, beat them by 3, 62-59. Then Atrisco Heritage beat them by 22. Went over La Cueva, solid this year, 65-43. Then topped Albuquerque Academy, 69-38. They would lose to Atrisco Heritage second time around, 64-55. Lost a 2-point game on the road against Hobbs, 55-53. Playing against one of the best teams in the state this season. They lost an overtime game, or they would beat Cleveland 57-49. Then they would lose to Sandia in overtime 69-66. They've already played Centennial this year at a tournament, beat them 65-48. I assume that was a tournament. Roswell lost to them 77-63. That's a little surprising, but Roswell's good, and they're both kind of around the same area in that 5, 6, 7 range in the Max Preps rankings. They did lose to Espanola Valley 62-60. That one was a little surprising, with of course, Alamogordo beat Espanola Valley, and, Oregon Mountain lost that game to them. And I only got to see right towards the end of that game, so couldn't really break down exactly what happened there. And I say surprising. Listen, Alamogordo's a solid team. But, again, Oregon Mountain is obviously, I think, you probably put them a notch ahead of where the Tigers are at the moment, maybe a couple. And, Alamo has to prove they can beat teams like this. I think Espanola Valley, right now, when you look at it, is their best win of the season for the Tigers. Espanola Valley, top 5 team in 4A this year. Since that point, though, they've ripped off 6 straight wins. They beat Los Lunas by 23, beat Carlsbad by 6, rolled past Deming by 58, beat Da Vinci 66-55, topped Clovis 74-53. Tigers did beat Clovis as well. And then, of course, the win against Gadsden last night, or I should say last night, but on Monday night. So Centennial, Las Cruces, and Oregon Mountain picked up wins in the first run of district play. Cruces beat Mayfield 55-47. Of course, the Tigers lost to Centennial 54-44. It certainly seems like it's going to be a scramble for who gets second place in district between Las Cruces, Alamogordo, Centennial, and Mayfield. But Oregon Mountain could certainly get drawn back into it, and it's going to take games like this, Alamogordo, Las Cruces, Centennial, see if they can kind of bring them back to the pack a little bit and make this, a more competitive district in that way. Or is there going to be one of the teams that, jumps out from the pack and is a clear second place and, will be battling Oregon Mountain for it? It doesn't seem like that's going to be the reality, but it's so early in the district season, it's really hard to tell. But, I know for Alamogordo, they certainly don't want to start 0-2, but it's going to be a big challenge for them to not start 0-2 to begin the district season. By the way, I was talking about guys filling in for Antoine Herrera Hamilton. Aaron Herrera is the obvious one that I missed there. I was just trying to do that off the top of my head. That was my bad. He certainly, another one of those guys I feel like I talk about constantly that has, the upside and, the possibilities for some of these guys in this team that are sophomores and freshmen that really, if they continue to improve and work hard, and even the guys that are juniors as well. I think that's something that is hurting for Alamogordo tonight, is obviously losing some of their senior leadership. They've only got a couple of them that, play consistently in Antoine Herrera Hamilton and Marcus Bryant Jr., so that's definitely something that they'll have to try to overcome tonight against a really good Oregon Mountain team tonight. By the way, the Oregon Mountain head coach, Randy McBroom, with a teal shirt. Of course, teal for Oregon Mountain, has a fantastic bolo tie on. I'm not the biggest fan of bolo, but when it's like a really good bolo tie, I give credit. It takes a certain level of it's like bow ties. There's a certain level of confidence it takes to, I feel like, wear bolos and bow ties, to be honest. Now that the fashion segment of the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show is over, we're going to take our last break. Starting lineups and national anthem are coming up here at the Castle. I was going to say, I couldn't remember what the name of it was there for a second. Here at Oregon Mountain High School, thanks for listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union pregame show, and we'll return with tip-off. Alamogordo and Oregon Mountain are coming up for you next here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase at non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase at non-OFCU refinances. All in subject credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Simple Financial Solutions can help you towards a better tomorrow. This is Christina Salazar at First National Bank. Stop in for a visit. Better banking solutions help you grow your future.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. As the Tiger starting lineup just announced. And it is tonight, number 3, Jaden Hernandez, a 5'11 freshman. Number 10, Aaron Herrera, a 5'11 sophomore. Number 15, a 6'4 sophomore. Number 24, Marcus Bryant Jr., a 6' senior. And Bryson Bloom, a 6' sophomore. He wears number 30. On the other side for Oregon Mountain, it's number 0, Lenny Washington, a 6'5 senior. Number 11, Ethan Coombs, a 6' senior. Number 14, Emmett McDaniel is a 5'9 junior. Number 15, Ethan Pack is a 6'3 senior. And Ray Venegas is number 21, and he is a 6'4 senior for the Knights tonight. Alamogordo's in their road black jerseys, white numerals, gold outlining. Alamogordo across the front. Knights are in their home whites, teal numerals outlined in black, and Knights across the front of their jerseys. So both teams, their final handshakes, and we're ready to get this one underway in Las Cruces at Oregon Mountain High School. Tigers will go left to right here in the first half. Oregon Mountain will go right to left. In the center circle, it'll be Julian Favela and Ethan Pack to take the center tip. And Favela will tip it back to Bloom. And Alamogordo will have the opening possession of the game. Jaden Hernandez brings it across midcourt, met by Coombs. Now gives it up to Herrera at the left wing. Herrera dribbles to the top of the key and lost the handle on the basketball. And Coombs will take it away. That's one of those unforced turnovers that we talked about, and the Tigers unfortunately commit one, open up the game. Washington almost lost the handle on the basketball near at the left wing. They work it around, and they try a alley-oop to Pack, and Bloom was in the area and I guess kind of undercut him. I'm not sure he even knew he was there, to be honest. But when he did, it forced Pack to the ground, and so they called a foul. One of those dangerous plays, but like I said, I don't believe Bloom really knew where he was. And the inbounds will go to Venegas. Venegas drives, goes up with the left hand, and finishes. So pressure in the backcourt here from Oregon Mountain after the made bucket. Favela's got it, gives it up to Bryant. Bryant will hand it off to Hernandez. Hernandez works to the free throw line, finds Favela, who's open in the corner for 3. It's no good. And then a foul on the rebound on Bloom. And so Bryson's picked up 2 fouls in the first 50 seconds. And he will check out of the game. So Ethan Grinder will come in. And that's unfortunate for Alamogordo to have to sub in that early. And into the front court, Coombs with the basketball for Oregon Mountain. Gives it to Pack at the free throw line. Pack fakes a couple of passes, now works his way left of the lane, goes up with the shot. Good defense by Grinder. And the loose ball pulled in by Favela. He'll give it to Hernandez, who brings near sideline, working on Washington. Now finds Bryant at the right wing. Bryant dribbles towards the baseline, stops right of the lane, feeds it inside to Grinder. Grinder goes up with the shot, had it blocked. Put back attempt, though, is no good. And Oregon Mountain with the rebound. 2-0 Oregon Mountain, 6:35 to go in the first on the Richardson Motors scoreboard. Working into the lane, Venegas. And he goes up and under, eventually gets to Coombs. Coombs' shot goes up, it's blocked, but there'll be a foul on Favela. And 2 free throws coming up for Ethan Pack. So it's the first foul on Favela, but already 3 team fouls on Alamogordo with 6:28 to go in the first quarter. The left-handed Pack will fire up the first, but miss. And one more for the Oregon Mountain senior. Herrera, Hernandez, Favela, Grinder, and Bryan on the floor for Alamo. It's Pack, Venegas, Washington, along with McDaniel and Coombs on the floor as the second free throw is good for Oregon Mountain. Coming up the far sideline, Bryant with Washington right on him and tried to underhand a pass to Hernandez, but it's too far. Venegas on the fast break is going to throw up an alley-oop off the glass, which will be stuffed down by Lenny Washington. And it's 5-0, Oregon Mountain in front of Alamogordo. Herrera nearly falls as he got into a double team, but it is Hernandez who is able to break through in the lane, feed it to Grinder. Grinder's going to be fouled as he goes up with the shot. And Ethan will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Ethan Pack picks up his first. And Ethan will make the first. Now, certainly an important possession for Alamogordo to get some points after the big flush on the other end by Washington. Feel the momentum building for them, but the Tigers get points. Washington quickly into the front court. He'll go to McDaniel in the corner, quickly inside to Pack. Pack on the reverse shot, no good. Fernandez gets there for the rebound. And Alamogordo down 5-2 with 5:48 to go in the first quarter. It's Hernandez across midcourt, guarded by Coombs. And he needs to pass this one away. It's going to be 5 seconds closely guarded. He does give it out to the corner to Favela. Now it's Bryan who takes it left wing extended. Bryant holds, gets a screen from Favela. Bryant lost the handle on the basketball. McDaniel comes away with it, dishes it up ahead to Venegas, and Venegas will dunk it down. Now, we talked about the big key for Alamogordo tonight was to not have the turnovers, and 2 or 3 of them have led to buckets for Oregon Mountain, and they lead 7-2. The Tigers just cannot be not taking care of the basketball. At the right elbow, jump shot from Bryan is no good. Rebound, though, for Ethan Grinder. Grinder's putback attempt is no good. He gets another chance, and this time he's fouled, and will go back to the free throw line for Alamogordo. Now, that's another part that we talked about was offensive rebounding or defensive rebounding for Alamo, and they've certainly done solid here. At least Ethan's come up with a number, and if he can hit his free throws tonight, as Ethan Pack picked up his second on that whistle. And so far, he has 3 of 3 for Ethan Grinder. That could be a big key tonight if he continues to have success in the low block and draws fouls. Isaiah Richards into the game. William Bynum into the game. Bryant and Herrera will check out. Favela and Hernandez will remain on the floor for the Tigers. And Pack checked out of the game. Julian Gonzalez, number 22, a 6'1" senior, will come in for Oregon Mountain. Grinder misses the second. The rebound tipped to Venegas. And Alamogordo down 7-3. Oregon Mountain quickly into the front court in the hands of Coombs. Coombs bounce pass to McDaniel in the corner. He dribbles out of that spot, gets it over the left wing. Washington will fire up a 3, and he'll put it down. Tigers had switched up to a zone, didn't close out on the three. And Washington with the bucket. It's 10-3. Hernandez still in the backcourt. Hernandez tries to get a pass up ahead. He's got to get across the line here pretty quickly. It was almost 10 seconds. He does get it there. Finds Richards now. Richards gets to the free throw line, fires up a jump shot off the glass and good. Isaiah Richards with the bucket, and it's 10-5. Washington in the right corner. Quick shoot three. That's no good. Rebound is pulled in by Favela. He'll give it to Richards. Up ahead to Hernandez, the near sideline. He dribbles to the top of the key, then curls back around. And Hernandez will continue to dribble out of the center circle. Coombs guarding him. Gives it up to Favela at the left wing. Cross-court pass the right wing. Hernandez will fire up a three. Front of the rim, no good. Rebound pulled in by Washington. And Washington will take it across the midcourt line. 3:53 to go in the first quarter. Favela almost stepped in front of a pass from McDaniel, but McDaniel got to it. Coombs drives in the lane, kicks it out to the right wing. Venegas will fire up a three, and he puts it in. So the Knights starting to knock down some from the outside, and they lead 13-5. Richards with the basketball as he gives it up to Hernandez. Ball still in the backcourt. And Hernandez looking to get it across the timeline on Coombs. Coombs deflected into the backcourt. Hernandez got it back. Here's Favela. Favela gets to the basket. They called that an offensive foul. There was almost no contact. That was right here in front of us, and I mean, I could certainly understand from the standpoint that Favela was a little bit out of control, but he was already going backward before the contact was made, so oh well. Hardest call to make in basketball probably. 3:21 to go in the first. Subs for Oregon Mountain as they bring on Nick Holguin, who gets the inbounds from Washington. Also, Anthony Gomez, number 10, is into the game. Number 22, Gonzalez was already out there. Bynum with some tough defense on Holguin, and Holguin tried to save it at the far sideline. As he does, Richards gets to it, finds Benitez. Bynum going to fire up a corner three. It's no good. Grinder able to grab the rebound, and the Knights will come the other way. Washington to the basket. His shot no good. Probably should have been a foul there. And then the putback attempt is no good from Pete. Gordo pushing up the floor as Richards will be fouled as he gets about to the right wing. And that's where Alamogordo will inbound near sideline, I believe. Yeah, Washington went up. At least from here, it looked like Bynum grabbed on his arm when he went up for the shot. But so I guess a couple of fouls on each side. You could say, maybe should have been called. Inbounds, they try to get it to Hernandez, but goes off his hands. Holguin steals it. Holguin takes it to the left elbow and then finds top of the key Pete. He'll step into a transition three, back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Bynum's got it. Bynum working to the far sideline is quickly double teamed. We'll find Richards. Tigers got numbers here, 3-on-2. Richards gets in the lane, goes up with the floater, off the glass and rim, no good. Grinder there for the offensive board again, and this time the putback is good. And Ethan Grinder has been very good on the offensive glass tonight, earning his opportunities at the free throw line and the bucket there. It's 13-7 now. Oregon Mountain in front with 2:17 to go in the first quarter. Washington has it out the center circle for Oregon Mountain, guarded by Richards. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. Washington will give it to Pete at the top of the key. They go inside to Gonzalez. Gonzalez goes up with the shot, and a foul going to be called on Grinder, as they'll say he caught him on the body. Second on Ethan. And Gonzalez will shoot 2 free throws. And he makes on the first. Sub for Alamogordo and Oregon Mountain. So they'll have to bring in Josh Reynolds, and that's a hurt for the Tigers with both Grinder and Bloom with 2 fouls each. And certainly Ethan's been really the main part of the offense for Alamogordo tonight, 5 of their 7 points. So we'll see how Alamogordo makes up for that, as both free throws are good. Richards coming up the far sideline is double teamed. Gives it up to Bynum. Bynum dribbling. Bynum gives it up to Hernandez. Tigers down by 8 with 1:45 to go on the Richardson Motor scoreboard here in the first. Reynolds, top of the key dribbles. He'll give it up to Benitez. Now it's Richards. Back to Benitez, back to Richards. Right wing extended, guarded by Pete. And Richards with the basketball. Dribbles to the top of the key. Now backpedals. Tiger offense not really finding what they want here. Richards double teamed. Cross-court pass to Benitez. Benitez dribbles once, fires up a three with a hand in his face, but he gets it to go, rattled around the rim, the glass, and then in. And Julian Benitez with a tough shot makes it a 5-point game, 15-10. Tigers hanging in here in this first quarter with 1:05 remaining. Washington with the basketball on the far sideline. Richards on him. Gives it to Pete, or I should say Holguin. Now it's Coombs in the left corner. Cross-court pass, and they work it around. Tigers have gone to a zone. Good passing, but Josh Reynolds was able to draw a charge on the pass. He went to the floor, and the Tigers pick up the charge. Let's see who that was that committed it. They haven't posted the number yet. It's going to be on Holguin. Oregon Mountain will sub in a few here. Ray Venegas returns to the game. And so does Emmett McDaniel. Inbounds will go to Hernandez. 45 seconds to go. Tigers can make this a one-possession game here late in the first. Hernandez gets it up ahead to Bynum. Goes to the corner. Benitez, ball fake. Gets a little bit closer for a two, and he puts it in. Julian Benitez with 5 points in this first quarter. And it's 15-12, 33 seconds to go in the first. And this is going to be an over and back on a mad pass from Venegas. He came across the timeline, and then I think was expecting Coombs to already be across midcourt. And he was not. And I think it was actually because the ball touched the midcourt line. I'm not sure if it's because Coombs didn't establish himself, but regardless, it's one of those unforced turnovers that told Alamogordo to avoid. Oregon Mountain hasn't done much of that in this first quarter. As Hernandez gets to the free throw line, pull-up jump shot. That's no good. Rebound is snagged by Venegas. Gives it up the near sideline to Coombs. He goes to the free throw line, hands it off Venegas, top of the key, couple of ball fakes. Now to the left wing, and they continue to work around on the outside. Venegas gets to the left wing, fires up a three. It's no good. Rebound is tipped and eventually won by Bynum. Tigers have some time here. Don't want to turn it over more than anything else. And then a three goes off balance for McDaniel. That was almost bad for the Tigers. I talked about not turning it over with 5 seconds, trying to get it up the floor. But for a game that Alamo, I think, was down 15-7 to score the last 7 points there and get it to within 3 on the Rich Samoda scoreboard. I think the Tigers would take being down by 3 after a little bit of a tough start. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. We'll be back to Oregon Mountain High School in Las Cruces right after this.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase in non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase in non-OFCU refinances. All subject credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. The Alamogordo Tigers able to get a stop on the opening possession for Oregon Mountain as Ethan Pack missed a shot in close. And then here on the other end, he picks up his third foul. He tripped up one of the Tigers, and he seemed hard to understand why he got called for a foul there. And the Tigers on the inbounds almost turn it over, but at last goes off a night. Now Alamogordo will inbound far sideline. 7:42 to go in the second as Richards looking to inbounds. Gets it to Reynolds. Reynolds in the lane, a little up and under, and he gets called for a travel. I'm a little confused on that one. Looked like he held his pivot foot, but the Tigers turn it over. 7:33 to go in the second, and across midcourt with it, it's Coombs. Coombs looks to drive on Hernandez, goes up right in the lane with the runner, and gets the roll in. And Coombs with his first bucket of the game. Tigers down by 5, 17-12, 7:18 to go in the second quarter. Hernandez has got the ball at midcourt for Alamo. Over to the left wing, Benitez now. Over to the left corner and just has his pocket picked by Venegas. Venegas works it to the top of the key. And then we'll curl back around to the left wing, gives it up to Coombs, then back to Venegas. Venegas working left in the lane, goes up with the shot. It's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Bynum. Bynum had it knocked out of bounds. Last off of, I thought Venegas touched it, but it'll be Oregon Mountain basketball. Julian Favela comes into the game. Benitez will check out. Julian giving Alamogordo some solid minutes off the bench. Inbounds to Coombs, going to be knocked away by Hernandez, and it'll stay on this side with Oregon Mountain with 6:53 to go in the second. It's Richards Grinder who's out there with 2 fouls, along with Favela. Ball goes out to the right corner for Oregon Mountain. McDaniel on a catch-and-shoot 3. He'll put it in. 5'9" junior. Tiger defender was there, closed out pretty decently, but McDaniel knocked it down. Tigers down by 8. So after a nice finish to the first quarter, Oregon Mountain is getting that lead back. Pushed it out to 8 now. Here's Hernandez getting double-teamed and turning the ball over. Venegas with the basketball all the way to the rim. He puts up the dunk attempt, but no good. He felt like he got hit on the arm. Tigers quickly pushing the front court. Here's Richards at the baseline. Richards will find Grinder, who was coming into the lane. And then Grinder, as he fell to the floor, tripped up Venegas, and he's going to pick up his third. So a couple of trips have led to guys picking up third fouls here early, and that was just unfortunate. So Grinder picks up the foul, and it'll bring in Bryson Bloom, who's on 2 fouls. Marcus Bryant Jr. has returned to the game for Alamogordo. Jaden Hernandez coming out. Knights with the ball in the front court. Venegas at the right wing, gives it up to Coombs, the left wing, with Bryant on him. Man-to-man defense for Alamogordo. Coombs dishes out the right corner. McDaniels is going to work up the baseline on a pull-up jump shot and knock it down from about 14 feet. And he scored the last 5 for his team, and Oregon Mountain now has it out to a double-digit lead, 22-12. Bynum will give it up to Richards. Richards off a screen is now picked up by Devin Eichelberger. Top of the key, Richards at the elbow. Tough shot, that's no good. And the loose ball grabbed by McDaniel. That was a little bit of a force there. Washington looking to work baseline, throws it to the middle of the lane to Eichelberger, who goes back outside, and knocking down another 3 is McDaniel. And Alamogordo has given up the first 10 here of the quarter, and Oregon Mountain is up by 13, and then the Tigers are going to turn it over. Bryant was trying to push it from the left wing to the right corner to Favela, and the pass was off the mark. And we've got a timeout called by Alamogordo. It'll be a full timeout. So Oregon Mountain up by 13 with 5:02 to go in the second quarter on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. And we'll return to Oregon Mountain High School right after this.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Manage your money with confidence. This is Jim Heaton from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with ACH options and a variety of loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
We're bound with the basketball to the Alamogordo full timeout. Lenny Washington tried to sky along the baseline to dunk one down from the corner. McDaniel was able to save it and find Washington in the lane. His first shot attempt is no good. His second shot attempt is no good as well, but he'll go to the free throw line. And I think on a few of these dunk attempts, the Oregon Mountain players have felt like they've been hit on the arm. And I think on at least one or two, I would agree with their assessment there. So Washington will shoot 2 free throws, 5 points in the first quarter for him. And he makes the first free throw. And like I said, this is a team that maybe isn't quite as strong as last year's, but I got to tell you, I think if they're playing at a high level getting to the state playoffs, this is a group that's going to certainly have a chance to compete for a state title again. They've got so many strong pieces. They can shoot from the outside. They've got size. They play good defense. They do a lot of things well. Bryant double team to the backcourt, gives it up to Herrera. Herrera is going to get it across midcourt. Washington right on him. Herrera drives the lane, goes all the way to the basket, can't get the finger roll to go. The rebound, Herrera will get to it after it was tipped around a couple of hands. He'll find Bynum now. Favela, Bryant, Herrera, and Bynum on the floor for Alamogordo. Down by 15, 4:11 to go in the second. Bounce past the corner for Favela. He's double teamed, tries to dribble out of it, and has the ball taken away. Washington will feed Venegas. Venegas dribbled the ball out of bounds off his leg as he was trying to, I think, slow up and maybe fire up a mid-range jump shot. And it'll be back to Alamogordo. Looks like Coombs checking out of the game for Oregon Mountain as they bring Nick Holguin, number 2, a 5'10 senior, back onto the floor. Bynum, the 5'8 freshman, bringing in the front court for the Tigers. Finds Favela. Tried to get it to Bynum at the right wing. Pass was a little late, and again off the glass and throwing down the alley-oop. McDaniel does it this time for the assist to Washington. And it was 2-on-1. There really wasn't a whole lot that Favela was going to be able to do. Bynum, as Oregon Mountain playing, it's certainly a zone here, kind of like a 1-3-1 half-court zone, and the Tigers turn it over again. Washington will get it into the front court, and this time just go with the finger roll. And this one starting to get away from Alamogordo. It's 31-12 with 3:15 to go in the second. Alamogordo has not scored in this quarter. Bryant going to step into a 3. Misses badly, and the rebound will go to Washington. Washington got it ahead to Gonzalez, who didn't seem to be paying attention, but he did get the basketball. His shot attempt was no good. We'll call a foul, and it'll be 2 free throws coming up for Julian Gonzalez. They threw the long pass, and he kind of looked up at the last second and eventually saw it. And we've got whistles and looks like a sub for Alamo. I don't know why they subbed in before the first free throw. Did he miss one already? I'll find out here in a second. The scoreboard didn't change. No, he didn't shoot the free throw. I wonder why they subbed in before that. I guess it doesn't matter, but first free throw is good. Puts Oregon Mountain up by 20. That was a decent enough first quarter for Alamogordo, and down by 3, and all of a sudden, Oregon Mountain has scored the last 18 points. This is an 18-0 run as Gonzalez makes both free throws. He's 4 of 4 at the line. Tigers turn it over as they get in the front court. Hernandez from the midcourt line trying to get it to Hernandez, and the pass had just too much on it and was high. And, I mean, the biggest thing that Alamogordo really needed to not do was those kind of things, just, I don't know, necessarily panic, but try to force it and lead the turnovers. Here's Washington trying to drive on Richards. Pull-up shot, and Bryson Bloom came over to help with Washington. That left Gonzalez wide open. Washington dishes to him right of the lane, and he gets the easy bucket. Tigers into the front court with Herrera. He's double-teamed in the corner. and then was hoping to get to Hernandez. Hernandez was cutting towards the basket. It was behind him. Gonzalez all the way to the basket. He throws it off the backboard again for Washington, and he dunks it down. Richards in the backcourt, gives it up to Hernandez. Now over to the left wing to Bryant. Bryant works into the lane, goes up with the runner, and rattles it home for the Tigers' first bucket of the quarter. 37-14. McDaniel. That was the Tigers not getting back on transition. He got an easy layup attempt. He missed it. Alamogordo does have the rebound. Bryant to the right wing. Bounce pass to Richards in the corner. He works a little bit closer. Jump stops right of the lane. And they call it jump ball as Washington will draw the tie. Alamogordo keeps the possession. Inbound for Herrera. Tried to get it to Bloom. It was deflected, and Herrera was the first one to get to it. And then Washington going to get called for a foul as he was pressuring Herrera. It'll be the second team foul in Oregon Mountain and an inbounds play for the Tigers at the baseline. Herrera, Bloom, Hernandez, Richards, and Bryan on the floor for Alamogordo. It is Washington, Eichelberger, Holguin, Pete, and Gomez on the floor for Oregon Mountain. Hernandez at the right wing. Gives it up to Herrera, top of the key. Now it is Richards who pump fakes, then gets a little bit closer and fires up a two with a hand in his face. Shot no good. Hernandez able to save the rebound, though, as it was going out the near sideline. Herrera will have it as he gives it up to Hernandez. Now at the center circle. 1:20 to go in the second. Alamogordo down 37-14. Hernandez, hard fought work as he drives left of the lane and gets it to go off the glass and in, his first bucket of the night. And the Tigers have scored the last two field goals. Herrera pressuring Holguin. Holguin, though, is able to get past him and then kick it out to the left corner. Washington will knock it down with a three. And it's 40-16, Oregon Mountain with 54 seconds to go in the second. Bryant to the left wing for Alamogordo. Gives it up to Richards. Richards off a screen from Bryant. Picked up and top of the key. Tries to fire up a three over Gomez. His second made field goal of the night. And Alamogordo down 40-18 with 32 seconds to go in the first half. Washington looking to drive on Richards. Back to 26 seconds to go. He works at the left wing now to Holguin. Holguin on Herrera. Herrera sticking with him, and they'll call a foul on Herrera. Called a hand check on him. And it'll be near sideline inbounds for the Knights. And the scorers table needs a clarification from the official who just made the call. I think maybe on that last shot by Richards, they weren't sure. I don't think they put it in as a three up there, and they've just changed that. Ball at the left wing, it's Gomez. Now top of the key and over to the left corner, and I think we're going to have a moving screen, yep. So they played a little three-man game there, and it was Gomez trying to set the screen for Washington, but he was still moving, and Alamogordo will get the possession with 9.7 seconds left. Washington made the three, but Alamogordo got the offensive foul, and Richards able to get it in the front court to Hernandez. Hernandez all the way to the basket is going to get fouled with 6.5 seconds to go, and Tigers salvaging a little bit here at the end of this first half after surrendering the first 18 points of the quarter. They're still going to have a huge comeback they'll need to make, but a couple shots here, and obviously don't give up something at the end of the quarter, which Oregon Mountain will have some time here. 6.5 seconds is lots of time as Hernandez makes the first. Jaden will miss the second, and the rebound tipped out of bounds to the near sideline, so Alamogordo will get another shot here with 5.1 seconds remaining. Herrera will inbound it for Alamogordo. Down by 20. And they'll try a cross-court pass to Bryant. He's got it. 4 seconds left. Marcus works into the lane, goes up with the right hand and finishes. So, again, a nice finish to the quarter for Alamogordo, but unfortunately the first 6 minutes or so was all Oregon Mountain, and the Tigers find themselves down by 18 going to halftime on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. It's Oregon Mountain 40, Alamogordo 22. The Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show is coming up for you next. Stay right here on Alamo Sports and Talk.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA. Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
We are the Veterans Health Administration, and our hands provide life-changing care to over 9 million veterans across more than 1,200 facilities nationwide. Join hands with us to make an impact in your community. Learn more at vacareers.va.gov.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase in non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase in non-OFCU refinances. All subject to credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Welcome back to Oregon Mountain High School. Alamogordo trails at halftime, 40-22. Tigers were outscored in that second quarter, 25-10, including an 18-0 run to begin the quarter for the Knights. And I mean, it was a combination of things. I do think the foul trouble that Alamogordo's gotten into, Ethan Grinder been doing some good work in the low post and getting some second chance opportunities for the Alamogordo Tigers, and but it's the turnovers, and a lot of them. I mean, there's every now and then the double teams that Oregon Mountain puts you in, and the difficult positions they put you in certainly cause problems. But some of it has just been one-on-one dribbling against the defender and losing the basketball. Not even necessarily them making a play to steal it away, but the Tigers just not ball handling particularly well. So, they couldn't afford to have those kind of mistakes tonight in order to come out here with a victory. So, if they can clean it up in the second half, the Tigers, have shot the ball decently, and, if they can start getting some stops. But, man, the transition opportunities, Lenny Washington has 3 or 4 dunks off of alley-oops that they've thrown off the glass. And, those are just things you can't give them opportunities to do, or on a main bucket and Alamogordo not getting in transition back quick enough. Just the defensive awareness. And again, that's good basketball teams are difficult to, when they push the tempo like that. And this is a team, obviously, that's been in the state discussion of the last couple of years. This is a really, really good group that is senior heavy, and you can tell the experience with this team. They are, especially state tournament time rolls around, they're going to be difficult to beat whoever faces them. So I think what's probably a little frustrating for the Tigers is the feeling of, we played a good first quarter and then unfortunately had a really bad second quarter and find ourselves back on the heels. And they can kind of play with Oregon Mountain, but it's the consistency of being able to put that full game together. And again, that's the big part of what makes teams great is being able to do that consistently. And Oregon Mountain can score. I think that's the big thing to me is they got their big guys in Venegas and Washington that can do work in the post. Pack as well, a few others. And Pack hasn't played the majority of this game, but Venegas and Washington can knock it down from the outside. And you also throw in Coombs, McDaniel, and a couple others that can hit those outside shots. And it's difficult to defend that because you feel like, okay, we're going to defend inside because they've got the size. The zone, just work to the outside and shoot threes. You get out there and play man-to-man, all of a sudden they're making different cuts and things, and it's, you're putting somebody in the low post one-on-one against one of their really good big guys, and it's a matchup problem for sure for the Tigers. All right, we'll take another break. You're listening to the Otero Federal Credit Union halftime show, and we will return here to Oregon Mountain High School. It's Oregon Mountain 40, Alamogordo 22. You're listening to Tiger Basketball on Alamo Sports and Talk.
Simple financial solutions can help you towards a better tomorrow. This is Christina Salazar at First National Bank. Stop in for a visit. Better banking solutions help you grow your future.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
Join Stand Up to Cancer and Jazz Pharmaceuticals to raise awareness of small cell lung cancer and accelerate the pace of research. Ask your healthcare provider about screening options that might be right for you or a loved one. Visit standuptocancer.org/lung to learn more.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase in non-OFC refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase in non-OFCU refinances. All in subject to credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Welcome back to Las Cruces and Oregon Mountain High School. It's the Knights leading the Tigers 40-22. Getting ready for the second half. Didn't get you your halftime stats. 5 points each for Isaiah Richards, Julian Benitez, and Ethan Grinder. 4 for Marcus Bryant Jr., 3 for Jaden Hernandez. 16 points from Lenny Washington in that first half. Emmett McDaniel had 8. 7 points for Ray Venegas, 6 points for Julian Gonzalez, 2 points for Ethan Coombs, 1 point for Ethan Pack in that first half of play. So the Tigers will go from right to left here in the second half. The Knights will go from left to right. And we'll see if Alamogordo can get off to a hot start here. As many times you probably heard me say it in situations like this, that you don't have to get it all back right away. You know, if you can get this down to a 10-point game before the end of the quarter, that's, you know, outscoring the opponent by 8 is not a ridiculously hard task. Maybe against this team it is, but it's, you know, you try to break it down, and even if you just break it down into segments in the quarter, you know, if you can, you know, get a couple of possessions back in the first 4 minutes and do the same in the second half, and you at least give yourself an opportunity in the fourth quarter. But, you know, obviously the big thing for Alamogordo is try to come away with some defensive stops and not allow Oregon Mountain to try to run away with this thing over the next 4 or 5 minutes, because they go on another 8 to 10-0 run or more to begin the quarter. It's probably all she wrote. So these opening minutes of the quarter are big. Venegas gets the inbounds in the right corner, gives it inside to Pack. Pack goes up with the left hand and right away gets the bucket. So they go to the corner and into the lane. And Pack with his first field goal. As Hernandez in the backcourt, able to work it to the left to Favela. Julian, a couple of ball fakes, dribbles once, then finds Bloom. Bloom out to the right corner. Hernandez thought about a 3, dribbles out of there. Cross-court pass to Bryant. Bryant working on Washington at the left elbow, and then to Richards. Bryant, Richards, Bloom. Hernandez and Favela on the court for Alamogordo. Richards will find Bryant. Free throw line, fires up a 2. It's good. Over the outstretched hands of Washington, and that's 6 now for Marcus. Tigers down 42-24. Washington, Pack, McDaniel, Coombs, and Venegas on the floor for Oregon Mountain. Venegas looking to drive, gets to the basket, goes up and finishes. Favela unable to stop him, tried to get the block off the backboard, but could not. And the lay-in for Venegas as he's got 9. 44-24. 6:53 to go in the third. And leaving it behind, but fortunate for Hernandez as Coombs dived to get the basketball and knocked it out of bounds. And Alamogordo will keep the possession. Richards will inbound at the far sideline. And Richards will give it to Bryant. So it's Bryant across midcourt with McDaniel on him. And then out between the circles, Hernandez. Left wing, it's Richards. Richards guarded by Washington. Gets a screen from Bloom. Now from the top of the key, knocks down the 3. It's a nice shot there from Isaiah Richards as he created a little bit of space off the screen. And the Tigers trail 44-27 with 6:24 to go in the third. Teams trading buckets here early. Washington to the top of the key. Finds Venegas at the right wing. Venegas into the lane and goes up the left hand. And the Tigers on-ball defending has not been good enough to stop Venegas on the last 2 trips. And it's 46-27. Richards into the front court. Richards working left in the lane. Finds Bryant at the free throw line. Marcus goes up with a shot and gets fouled by McDaniel. Shot's no good, but it'll be 2 free throws for Bryant. First on Coombs. Bryant, first trip to the free throw line. Tigers haven't been there much tonight. They are 3 of 5, or 4 of 6, I should say. 6 points for Marcus, and he makes the first free throw. Now, not necessarily making inroads, but also not falling further behind are the Tigers, as they've been able to kind of go punch for punch here against Oregon Mountain early in the quarter. Second free throw, though, is no good. And the Knights quickly press in the front court. Here's Pack going up left the lane, and he finishes. Tigers a little slow on transition into the backcourt. Richards gets the inbounds, and the Tigers down 48-28. Here's Richards, the top of the key, works into the lane. Got caught in the air, and I think was hoping Bloom to go underneath the basket. And Richards, at times, he likes to jump up in the air and pass, and at times he kind of gets caught. Most of the time, he makes the pass and keeps the possession, but every now and then, it kind of puts yourself in a difficult spot there. Driving to the basket and missing was Coombs. Now, a couple bodies fall to the floor. It's Venegas who gets to it. It was Pack and one other Tiger player that fell. Venegas works baseline and gets himself in the low post, and the layup is good. Now, it's the first time that Oregon Mountain has scored after an Alamogordo miss or turnover in this quarter. Richards will find Bryant, who fires up a left wing three. It's no good. Favela couldn't grab the rebound, and here comes Oregon Mountain 3-on-2. Venegas into the lane all the way to the basket, and that's an easy lay-in. And the Knights up 52-28. Hernandez with the basketball, double teamed. Finds Bryant, top of the key, and then tried to feed a pass to Bloom. Bloom couldn't reel it in, and as he's going out of bounds, he saves it to an Oregon Mountain player. In the left corner with it, it's Venegas. Looking to get in on Favela. That's a tough three, and the shot no good, but Coombs grabs the rebound. Washington will give it to Venegas. Pack trying to set up in the low post, and then Venegas, who is cutting in from left of the lane, can't get the dunk to go. Tigers try to get it up ahead, and a nice pass from Bryant. Hernandez couldn't finish on the lay-in, though. That was tough transition to try to catch and go up with it, but he very nearly made it. And now here are the Knights in the front court. Coombs in the lane, kicks it out left wing to Venegas. Now gives it up to McDaniel. Now it's Washington. Washington in the right corner. Gives it up to Ethan Coombs, and Coombs drives to the basket, lays it up and in, draws the foul, and a chance at a 3 points play. And the Tiger defense just kind of seems like just one step behind a little bit of the Oregon Mountain offense, whether it's in transition or in the half-court setup. And subs for Alamogordo: Aaron Herrera, Julian Benitez, Ethan Grinder into the game, as Richards and Hernandez, or not Hernandez, but Bloom checks out of the game. Hernandez gets it up ahead to Bryant. Bryant at the left wing. Bryant able to get past Pack. Goes up at the right hand, can't finish. Grinder had his hands on the rebound, but couldn't squeeze it. And when he gets to the ground, he's able to pass it to Bryant. Bryant has it knocked away. And Oregon Mountain in transition the other way. Venegas in the right corner. Venegas. Good defense by Hernandez that time. It's McDaniel. Now driving Coombs, and Coombs gets in the lane and goes up with the easy lay-in. 57-28 with 3:04 to go in the third quarter. Benitez gets the ball at the right wing, and he'll take the pull-up jump shot, and he'll put it in. 7 now for Julian Benitez tonight, as the Tiger Jr. has had one of his better scoring nights of the season. Tigers down by 27, though, with 2:45 to go in the third. Washington, guarded by Herrera, working left of the lane. He's stopped in the lane. Now gives it up to Coombs. Coombs trying to work his way inside, and he does. Sort of a delayed drive into the lane, stopped at the left elbow, and then continued to work his way towards the basket. And the Tigers turn it over. Venegas tries to slam down the dunk and unable to get it to go. And the Tigers get the rebound. And Herrera, left wing, will fire up a three. It's no good. Washington able to grab the rebound, up ahead to Pack. And then Pack tries to dunk it down. He doesn't get it to go. And Alamogordo the other direction. Benitez all the way to the basket. Has his shot blocked by Pack. The loose ball was to Hernandez, but he isn't able to reel it in. And now it's McDaniel to the basket. McDaniel had his shot blocked by Herrera. Last went off of him out of bounds. And we'll see subs for Oregon Mountain, along with a timeout by Alamogordo. 30-second timeout on the floor. 1:46 to go in the third. It's Oregon Mountain 59, Alamogordo 30. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Inbounds for the Knights, as Lenny Washington's the only one that remains on the floor. Holguin will inbound it to Gomez, then back to Holguin in the left corner. Holguin drives the lane, goes up with the right hand, shot no good. Gonzalez gets the rebound. His putback no good again, and the rebound, Holguin is able to get to it. Get it out to Washington. Right wing fires up a three, and he puts it in. Washington with his first bucket of the quarter. And it's a 32-point lead for Oregon Mountain, 62-30. As Hernandez with the ball at the right wing. Not about the three, but on the fake, makes a nice pass and gets it to Benitez, and Benitez gets the lay-in. Julian with 9 now. He leads the Tigers. Washington almost lost the handle, gets it back, then fires up a three. Front of the rim, no good. Herrera's got it. Herrera tried to dribble around Washington and had the ball deflected, but gets back to it. Washington went to the floor. They try to go inside to Grinder. Grinder loses the handle. Now trying to get to it on the floor. We'll see a jump ball, and I believe it keeps it on this side with Alamogordo. Matthew Granados will check in for the first time, and it'll be for Marcus Bryant Jr. Baseline right inbounds for Herrera. Aaron tried to get it to Grinder. It's deflected away by Gonzalez. And pushing up the floor, and a nice pass and a finish there from Holguin. Holguin got it from West, who made the dish. And Alamogordo down by 32 again. It's Benitez with the ball at the left wing to the top of the key. Working to the elbow, fires up the jump shot, and he gets the kind roll in. And Julian Benitez now with 11 points for the Tigers, 64-34. 15 seconds remaining in the third. West will give it up to the right wing. Popescu with the basketball. First time we've seen him in this game. Well, he played a lot more last season. Right corner, pump faking, and then firing up the three and getting it to go at the end of the quarter was Nathaniel Pete. I'm sorry, not West. I don't know why it says West up there on the big board, but Nathaniel Pete knocks down the three. And Oregon Mountain leads by 33 as we go to the final quarter. 67-34 on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. Will return right after this.
Manage your money with confidence. This is Jim Heaton from First National Bank. We offer business-focused accounts with ACH options and a variety of loans to help your business grow, including SBA loans and construction loans. Smart tools, better banking solutions.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all loans subject to credit approval.
Card Suite Life provides 24/7 control right at your fingertips. This is AJ with First National Bank. Fraud prevention is priceless. Safeguard your card. Download the free app for a simple, secure way to manage your debit card activity.
First National Bank, member FDIC.
The Winner's Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit. Whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief, we can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winner's Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winner's Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Oregon Mountain will fire up a left corner three from Coombs. It's no good. Hernandez grabs the rebound for Alamogordo. 67-34. It's Alamogordo trailing Brody Lane's into the game for the first time. Lane tries to throw in the front court and throws it to Coombs. Washington has it, stops left of the lane, and then the Tigers leave him wide open, and he fires up a three. It's no good, and it'll be the rebound for Benitez. Benitez trying to push it up, had the ball knocked away, but Granados there to grab it. Here's Hernandez, top of the key, and Hernandez will give it up to Benitez at the right wing. Julian looks to drive to the baseline, gets cut off, has the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay on this end with Alamogordo. 11 points for Julian Benitez to lead the way for the Tigers. Isaiah Richards has 8. 7 for Marcus Bryant Jr. Ball into the backcourt. Hernandez able to get to it just in front of Venegas. Now we'll take it to the top of the key. Works into the lane. Able to work his way around Ethan Pack and lay it up and in. So Hernandez took advantage of Venegas left behind in the backcourt. And it's Alamo down by 31, 67-36. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Venegas gets the ball at the left corner. Works baseline. And gets himself to the basket and lays it up and in. Was able to get past Lane, and then Grinder tried to come over and help as well. But Venegas now with 17. Tigers in the backcourt with Hernandez. Trying to dribble past Coombs. Hernandez the top of the gives it up to Lane at the right wing. Brody's going to fire up a three. No good. The rebounds. Lane got to it initially, but it deflected right to Washington. Now Venegas going to try to dunk again, and he's going to miss another one. Pack gets the rebound. His shot is no good, and Alamogordo grabs the rebound. So I think Venegas has missed 4 or 5 dunks tonight. Brody Lane pushing for Alamogordo, gets in the front court. Shot attempt from the baseline is no good. Pack with the rebound. He pushes ahead to Washington. Washington at the right wing. 6:10 to go here in the fourth quarter. And I mean, when it's a 33-point game, I don't think you're too worried about that if you're Oregon Mountain. And now it's a 36-point game as the right wing Washington knocks down the three. And timeout for Oregon Mountain. I think Coach Nee frustrated with the Tigers not getting their hands up in the faces of these, on some of these threes there. We'll keep it right here at 30 seconds. Probably last we're going to see a Lenny Washington. He's going to finish with 22 with his team up 72-36. Yeah, there's just been a lot that just hasn't been good enough for Alamogordo against a team of this caliber, which is, you know, offensively too many turnovers, defensively just not, you know, not quick enough to close out on plays, not quick enough to get out there and allow guys driving past them. You're trying to play man-to-man defense, and Almost played a lot of zone this year, and I think that's kind of, you know, one of the reasons is I'm not sure that they can match up man-to-man as well as they'd like to, unfortunately. So into the front court with it. Hernandez will get all the way to the free throw line, fire up a tough jump shot with Holguin right on him. It's no good, and the rebound is pulled in by Eichelberger. Peets will get it out to the corner. Holguin at the baseline. He will get it to the left corner. Three on the way is too strong. Holguin's able to get to it as Gomez missed it. Eichelberger gets the shot right of the lane. His push shot is no good. Battle for the rebound is going to be won by Oregon Mountain, and Anthony Gomez gets the bucket. Tigers had 2 or 3 chances at a rebound there, weren't able to secure it. 74-36 as the Knights are up by 38. It is a running clock now. We haven't had a stoppage where that matters, but Reynolds finds Lane, right of the lane, shot no good. Granados gets the rebound. His shot looked to be blocked by Eichelberger off the glass. And then Eichelberger tips it to Holguin. Holguin up ahead to Gomez to the left wing. And get it to Gonzalez. Free throw line jump shot, no good. Hernandez gets the basketball for the Tigers. 5 minutes to go. Hernandez top of the key, finds Reynolds. Reynolds, spin move into the lane, goes up with the shot. And Eichelberger again with the good defense. They get it out in transition. And another dunk attempt for Oregon Mountain that goes missing. And I think for the Knights, they are smiling on the sideline. You're up by 38. And you want the guys to have fun. It's understandable. I think it was a couple years ago. Alamo had multiple players that could do that, but they were trying to throw down dunks in situations where the game was still pretty close. And it was like, maybe go for the layup instead. Benitez, pull-up jump shot along the baseline is no good. And the rebound is secured by Eichelberger. 4:14 to go in the fourth quarter. And in the left corner, Gomez will fire up a three. That's no good. The rebound deflected right to Heat. And he finds Eichelberger from the low block on the right side. His shot no good. Rebound tipped to Reynolds, who dishes it quickly to Hernandez. Jaden at the left wing. A little hesitation, spins in the lane, goes up with a shot, can't finish. And it's Pete that grabs the rebound for the Knights. Halfway gone through this fourth quarter. It's been a quick pace. And a three on the way from Holguin is no good. Tipper on the rebound is going to deflect out of bounds, last off of Oregon Mountain. And Alamogordo will sub in Isaiah Richards and Marcus Bryant Jr. Josh Reynolds will stay on the floor with Julian Benitez and Jaden Hernandez. For the Knights, they bring on Miles Harrod for the first time tonight. Also, number 23, Daniel Turnbow is out there. Number 1, Jaime Renteria, as the Tigers go inside and get the lay-in from Bryant. Marcus with 9. And let's see, Eichelberger stays out there. Popescu is also on the floor. Over to the right corner. Popescu gets it back at the top of the key. 2:52 to go in the fourth quarter, as I think the Knights have played their full bench and won't see any starters or even that second wave of guys, as the three-pointer is no good, but the putback is right there for Eichelberger. I'm sorry, Renteria. Jaime Renteria with the bucket. 76-38, 2:35 to go. Hernandez finds Bryant the left wing. Marcus looks to drive in. Then a step back three. The shot is no good. Bounces around a few times on the rim, and then Hernandez. Knights are able to get in transition, and I don't think they're going to try a dunk here. I don't think Jaime Renteria had the size, but he gets the easy lay-in with 2:12 to go in the fourth quarter. Timeout going to be called by Alamogordo. Full timeout on the floor. Tigers down by 40, 78-38. We'll take a break as well. You're listening to Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 101.9.
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA. Transform your home with Ochoa Stucco. Whether it's a fresh look or a durable finish, their expert team delivers quality and style. Say goodbye to bland exteriors and hello to stunning curb appeal. Ochoa Stucco, always a flawless finish. 442-6745.
If only life had a remote control, you could pause or rewind. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its Prediabetes Awareness Partners.
Tigers will come out with Julian Benitez, Marcus Bryant Jr., Jacob Ochoa, Isaiah Richards, and Josh Reynolds. Knights staying with the 5 they had before the timeout. 2 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Alamogordo trails 78-38. And a foul going to be called on Popescu as he's guarding Richards. That's the first foul of the fourth quarter. And to be honest, there really hasn't been, it's been a very wide open quarter. So not a lot of close defending. Ochoa will inbounds for Alamogordo and gives it in the backcourt to Richards. Lady Tigers, by the way, are leading 24-13 at halftime at home over Oregon Mountain, looking for their first district victory. Richards now between the circles with the basketball. Gets a screen from Reynolds, works his way right of the lane, and got the defender to work past him and gets the easy bucket, and he gets into double figures with 10. Him and Julian Benitez in double figures. 11 for Benitez, 10 for Isaiah. Tigers down 78-40. Right corner three is going to go off the rim and over the backboard for Daniel Turnbow. And Alamogordo will get the possession here with a minute to go. Sub for Alamo as Granados will come into the game for Richards. And Ochoa will get the inbounds, give it right back to Marcus. Bryant works all the way to the basket. Lay-in attempt is no good. And here comes Oregon Mountain in transition. Popescu dished it to Renteria, who had the ball knocked away out of bounds, and it'll be Oregon Mountain to inbound baseline left with 34 seconds to go. Quickly gets to Eichelberger, and Tigers were kind of sleeping there, but Eichelberger missed on the lay-in. And then Granados, as he's falling out of bounds, tries to save it. It'll go right to Oregon Mountain. Eichelberger will fire up a mid-range jump shot, and that's no good. And Oregon Mountain again gets the rebound. Opportunity inside for Turnbow is no good. And then another putback is no good. And Alamogordo grabs the rebound with 10 seconds left. And Alamo will have one last chance to do something with it. But looks like the Tigers will just go ahead and let it run out. 78-40 the final. Game that was 15-12 after one quarter. And Oregon Mountain really pulls away over the final three and defeats the Alamogordo Tigers tonight. We will take a break and return with the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Stay right here with us. We'll return.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase in non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase in non-OFCU refinances. All in subject to credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Your success is our success. We belong to you.
Ryan Richardson Motor Company wishes the Tigers an amazing winning season. May your efforts match your dreams. Buy, sell, or trade late model cars, trucks, and SUVs. Financing available. Stop by for a test drive and score an amazing deal with Ryan Richardson Motor Company. 318 South White Sands Boulevard or online at ryanrichardson.company. That's ryanrichardson.company.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Welcome back here to Oregon Mountain High School and the Otero Federal Credit Union post-game show as the Tigers fall to Oregon Mountain 78-40. The Tigers, like I said, it was 15-12 after one quarter, and then the night scored 18 straight. And the Tigers found themselves down by 20 at half and kind of traded buckets for the first couple minutes of the quarter, and then Oregon Mountain started to pull away, and unfortunately, the Tigers were just unable to find their way back in this one. So, tough final three quarters, I think, fair to say. And, Alamo will try to bounce back next week at home against, I believe it's Mayfield. Is the next one? Then go Mayfield versus Gadsden, right? So that'll be coming up on Monday. Leading scores for the Tigers, 11 points for Julian Benitez, 10 points for Isaiah Richards, 9 for Marcus Bryant Jr., 5 each for Jaden Hernandez and Ethan Grinder. On the other side for Oregon Mountain, Lenny Washington had 22. Ray Venegas finished with 17. And then 4 points for Jaime Renteria, 6 for Nathaniel Peets, 2 for Anthony Gomez, 6 for Ethan Coombs, 8 for Emmett McDaniel, 5 for Ethan Pack, 6 for Julian Gonzalez. Really impressed with Oregon Mountain, and they've got some good depth to go along with the guys like Washington and Venegas, and coming off the bench like Julian Gonzalez. That's a solid group, and they're just smart defensively. I know this sounds kind of simple, but they look like they know what they're doing out there. Everything just feels like it comes off of as just second nature to them. The way they play defense, the way they pass the ball, the way that they shoot, and a number of different things that they do well. So, I haven't seen the remainder of the teams in the district. We'll see how it goes. But hard to not look at Oregon Mountain and feel like this is the best team by a pretty good margin over everybody else. And so, if anybody's able to grab a win over Oregon Mountain in this district season, they will have definitely earned it, I would say. All right, a couple things for you guys. The Tigers, of course, lost this one 78-40. The Tularosa Lady Cats picked up a win over Loving. Final score of 60-21. That's out at the Vicki Lawrence tournament in Tularosa. They'll play Cobre next, I would assume. Cobre, the Tularosa JV today, so I would imagine that's probably who they're going to get next tomorrow at 6:30. The Tularosa boys just got a text from, let's see, from Coach Castagnon. And, well, trying to read scorebooks off of pictures sometimes is not the easiest. It looks like they got the win 56 to, I think that would be 44. Yeah, I believe that's right. So 56-44 the final over Socorro. The Wildcats now 14-4 with that win, and we'll play at Portales coming up on Saturday. The Thule girls I mentioned will play again tomorrow. I think that puts them at 4-13. I need to go back and check that. They did win on Tuesday, but that may be win number 5 on the season. But we'll post that all the way up to our Facebook page, and so you can check out all that stuff. And the Alamogordo Tigers here will drop to 8-10, 0-2 in district with the defeat. The Alamogordo girls were up at halftime over Oregon Mountain, 24-13, as they try to pick up their first district win of the year. All right, we are going to go ahead and take our break and then return and wrap things up here from Oregon Mountain High School. The Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show here on Alamo Sports and Talk. Again, the Tigers fall to the Knights, 78-40 the final, and we'll be back.
Simple financial solutions can help you towards a better tomorrow. This is Christina Salazar at First National Bank. Stop in for a visit. Better banking solutions help you grow your future.
First National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Use the equity in your home to finance your dreams. This is Leanne Bain from First National Bank. Plan those special vacations, those home improvements, and simply pay off those high interest rate bills. It's easy. Apply for your home equity line of credit today.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender, all on subject to credit approval.
The Winter Circle has been outfitting champions for over 50 years in Otero County. Established in 1970 by our Gigi and Big John.
Let's show our school spirit, whether you're a Tiger, Wildcat, Bear, or Chief. We can make t-shirts, sweatshirts, polos, and hats. And we do custom embroidery too. The Winter Circle does it all. Custom orders available for businesses, squadrons, and organizations like hats, polos, name tags, also trophies and awards.
Winter Circle, 1201 10th Street. Go Tiger! See you at the game!
Don't miss Loco Credit Union's annual meeting, Thursday, January 30th. Stop by with your bingo markers and enjoy a game of bingo. There will be refreshments, prizes, and fun. Learn about all the great services Loco Credit Union provides in our community. Online banking, to auto loans, to youth and teen savings accounts, and much more. And join us for our annual meeting on Thursday, January 30th. Loco Credit Union, 808 Washington Avenue, federally insured, NCUA.
Looking to transform your home's exterior? Meet Rudy Ochoa. With years of experience in stucco, Rudy and his crew deliver quality craftsmanship and stunning, flawless finishes. 575-442-6745.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets, but I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there. To learn more, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
OFCU is celebrating Groundhog Day. Will it be a long winter or an early spring? For a limited time, Friday, January 31st through Monday, February 3rd, vehicle purchase of non-OFCU refinance vehicles as low as 4.99% APR with no payments for 90 days. Apply online at oterofcu.org. Limited time offer purchase of non-OFCU refinances. All in subject to credit approval. Other strings may apply. Not all will qualify. Insured by NCUA.
Our success is our success. We belong to you.
Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019, 78-40, your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard. The Tigers fall to the Oregon Mountain Knights in Las Cruces. Tigers are back at it on Monday. They'll get a little bit of time off. Kind of a tough stretch for them. They played 3 games in 4 days earlier this week and then play another one tonight after traveling Los Lunas last Monday. It's been a decent amount of basketball over the last week or so. And now down to that 2 games a week set up with Monday, Thursdays as we run down the district season. Again, the Alamogordo girls were up at halftime, 24-13 over Oregon Mountain. We'll post a final score up on our Facebook. Tularosa boys defeated Socorro, I think it was 56-44. And so the Wildcats back at it on Saturday at Portales. Thule girls will play again tomorrow against Cobre after their win over Loving today, 60-21. And then tomorrow we also have Cloudcrop boys and girls basketball at Dexter. The Cloudcrop girls will be at home on Saturday against Ruidoso as well. That'll do it for the Otero Federal Credit Union postgame show. Thanks so much for tuning into our broadcast tonight. And again, we'll be back on the air with Tiger basketball on Monday from the Lawrence E. Johnson Tiger Pit against Mayfield. Your final score on the Richardson Motor scoreboard: Oregon Mountain 78, Alamogordo 40. I'm Charles Winnicky. Have a wonderful rest of your night, and I'll hope to be back here on Alamo Sports and Talk, 1230, 1019. Have a wonderful one, everybody.
No roadblocks are scheduled today on Highway 70, 54 South, or 380. For the latest roadblock information, call 575-678-1178. Tonight's forecast is calling for mostly clear skies. In Alamogordo, expect a low of 17, Cloudcroft an overnight low of 6.